Hey guys, it's Coach Steve, and I've got this week's workouts. So starting on Monday, we're going to do some kind of high rep work with some gymnastics. We're going to go 3 rounds, high rep air squats. We're going to hit the abs with a high rep number of V-ups or sit-ups, depending on where you are. And then we're going to work on pressing overhead, which looks like a fairly high number of push-ups, 15 handstand push-ups for the upper end. We're going down to normal push-ups at the lower end, and 3 rounds of that. Trying to maintain good positions. The focus on this is gymnastics volume, so gymnastics strength, if you will, but this is going to burn. The goal of this is to burn out the legs with the air squats. We're going to hit the abs on the V-ups. And both of those are going to be tired when we get to the handstand push-ups, which means our shoulders and our abs, again, are going to burn. Burn really is going to be the key word for Monday. Tuesday, we're going to start off with some split squat strength work, 4 sets of 8 each side. Bulgarian split squats are a favorite of mine for sure because of the impact that they have on the entire body. And then we're going to go into a workout with some waiter walks, holding the weight overhead, and then continuing to hold that weight overhead for some lunges. Fairly high number of burpees, then back to the overhead lunges, back to the waiter walk. So this is one of those where we do a movement and we repeat it at the end. So it kind of looks the same going out as the day coming in. The goal for this one is just a general overall kind of maintain movement for a good period of time. None of this should be super hard, super fast. You're going to just go at a slow burn on this one, trying to breathe hard. Your body's going to feel like it's just done a lot of work by the end of this one. This one's not meant to necessarily hurt in any specific way. Just feel like you've done a lot of activity. Going into Wednesday, we're going into a standard CrossFit couplet where we're going to combine ground to overhead, known as a snatch, and the overhead squat. This one gets a little bit different depending on what tools, what weights you have to lift. So if you're doing this with a bumper plate, that's going to feel a little different than if you have a dumbbell, which will feel different than a barbell. But the goal is to maintain good hip drive as you're doing the ground to overhead, and then getting into a really great, good squat position for the overhead squat. That one's a hard squat to do. Rep-wise, we're descending from 21 down to 9, so 21 reps, 18 each, 15, 12, 9. The reps were reduced at the lower ends of this workout to help you guys maintain those good positions and good movement. Thursday, we get into one where this is an interval workout. We want to push really hard, so we're going to push for a round of running, push-ups, and Russian swings, and we're going to rest. And the goal is to rest enough so that you can go back in and push really hard again the second round, and then the third round and the fourth round. So this is 4 rounds, going really hard, punching it, hitting it really hard, and then taking a break and recovering from it, and being able to go back and do that again. Pushing, you want to control the stimulus on this one. Start off a little slower than you anticipate, and I would actually rather people build on this one and make their last round the fastest round of the 4. That way you're getting the right work out of this. You want to recover enough to push. On Friday, we're going into just a cardiovascular kind of piece. We're going to go into 2 sets of 2 different AMRAPs. So really we're doing 4 6-minute AMRAPs on this. You're going to start off with a high number of double under or single unders to start. And whatever you have left in 6 minutes, you're going to go into a max rep push-ups. So generally this will take about 4 minutes to get those double unders. Maybe a little bit more is the goal, but not by much. And then you have about 1.5 to 2 minutes to accumulate as many push-ups as you can. We're going to rest a little bit. We're going to go into about an 800-meter run. About 4 minutes is what we're looking for. Again, there, maybe a little less. And come back to that and do as many air squats as you can. After resting a minute, you're going to repeat both of those again. The goal here is, like I said, to really get into breathing, understanding that the air that you lose doing double unders and the air that you lose doing running is going to impact the other movements. So learning to breathe through that and controlling that ventilation system so that it can reflect in the other movements. Saturday, we're going to go in and we're going to accumulate reps, 50 deadlift, 50 box jump, 50 front squats, and 50 weighted lunges. We want the body just to move for a good amount of time, accumulating fairly high reps. Depending on the implements that you have, if we're at the gym and you're lifting the weights, this one's going to feel like it's going to take a toll on the body. The muscles are going to be just worn out, which is really the goal of this. But if you're at home, you're doing this with a lighter weight, the deadlifts and the box jumps and the goblet squats and the lunges, we're going to feel a little bit different. So you're going to be pushing time on this. Really depends on the load that you choose or the load that you have available to do this one. Either way, it's going to feel pretty beat up by the end, whether you're taking on a pretty good load or that you're just going as quickly as you can with good form through this. It's going to impact one of those two systems, either the muscle kind of fatiguing and failing, or the cardiovascular, almost kind of a lactic tolerance kind of feel if you're going light and fast. That's what we have coming up this week, guys. I look forward to it. We will start transitioning a little bit into the gym this week. Look for more announcements on that. And we'll see how we can marry these two and still get fantastic workouts. Bye.